is up? Good mythical morning. Where's the music? Oh, here. Good mythical morning. I'm your host, John Thomas. No, anyway. I'm not John Thomas. This is like... You hear this song all the time on freaking reels. Maybe I need a different shape for my head. Let's play around with some different shapes. You know, this shape isn't too bad, but it kind of gets cut off by the filter, the CRT filter. It'd be cool if I could have like a hovering. What if we pass through? Okay. This is where we're experimenting with our overlay. This is the wrong one. We'll start off with like... maybe like a squircle. All Androidy. Have like a few. Oh, turn off that overlay for a bit. Does a squircle work? Let's save that and see. A29 YouTube Live. Alright, and let's go into filters and just play with this shape. D drive. A29. Where did I save this? Oh, I didn't even save it. Save it in here. This overlay chops off the top of the image, but that's okay. Maybe I can live like... maybe I can live up here. That kind of works, right? Does this... can we... Okay, this might just have like... What about like another one? Watch me with 3D glasses. Ooh, that hurts the eyes. I like the effect though. Is there a way to animate? That looks so goofy. Bob bomb. Posterize. Also gonna have like 2 different colors. That kind of looks cool. Dithering so then you can see what's behind me. So I like this effect. It's like old school kind of camera, right? Like I have an old school webcam. Because this is what webcams kind of look like back in the day. I guess we could like have this effect and also another retro effect going with a frame skip. Like this really gives us like the I've got a crappy webcam. And then we turn them off, and then it's just a normal webcam. Turn it back on, and it's like washed out. See, I don't think... Maybe we could have like this, and then like I had an idea. We get this image. Wait, let me try something. Let me try something, chat. I need like a picture of a good, like a Sony Trinitron or something. No, that wasn't a monitor, was it? That was a TV. Hey, that's okay where that, where that friggin' watermark is, because for my idea that I have, we're just gonna be getting rid of. Let's try something. Let's cook. That's not the eraser tool. What is that? I want to keep some of the original border. Maybe like that much. And then go in there. Okay, then we're gonna go. We need to separate out, because if we go inner shadow, but we only want to apply an inner shadow to that bit, we're gonna have to like put this on its own layer, set that back in. Photoshop. Actually, maybe if we inlay we just want to make this have a shadow, right? Okay, what if we do this? We'll select, we'll make a marquee selection, and then only select color range. I want to inverse that selection and hit delete. No, that's not what we want to do. How do I... Why am I so bad at Photoshop? Select color range. Let's go this range here. think that'll be okay. I want to obviously select that. Because the idea is this. Will get played over that. But how do I... How do I make a background? Maybe if I just shadow the whole thing to give it some... Actually, this might work better. And then if I... export it as a PNG. With transparency. Alright. I might be working on something here. So if we go here, go to monitor. So bring this here to line it up better. That kind of works, doesn't it? Put that down there. What if we get rid of the name layer? Actually, I think I like that. Just like a little guy in a CRT. Maybe move the camera back a little bit. And then what if I bring up like... If we look at an image, not shopping. Is there like a... here, right? Let me bring open this image here. Tiny's computer desk setup. Yes. If we get like one of these pictures. Bring this open on like Photoshop or something. And then instead of it being Duke Nukem, it can be me. Yes. That's so dumb. We need to clean up this image a little bit. Concentration. If we export this as the same name, it should update in OBS. Yes, okay. Okay, so there we go. I am now a computer monitor. Now, why have I kept my face on here in this random position? Because we can play around, right? We can have a bit of a play. And also, this stream is about talking about working in IT, so if you guys have any questions about what it's like, let me know. I need like a reference image in Photoshop. Not that. Why is that coming up? This way. I just want to get the scale correct. Alright, this way I know what I'm drawing, right? So we can do some... No, I can't zoom in. What am I doing? Zooming in breaks the whole scale. Okay. No. What kind of text works? Like... window... I can't keep looking at this. That's too silly. I'll just keep you here for, we'll just make a little desk for him to sit on, right? For me to sit on. It needs to be made of like wood or something. Actually, we'll use like the Windows colors. Like the old Windows. Why is my computer chugging along so much? No, what is it? Shift? Yes. Okay, here is a little desk for me to sit on. Alright, so now that I'm finally sitting on a desk. Okay, I kind of dig this. I kind of dig being on a computer monitor. Especially because this retro effects makes it look all... That's the whole reason I got this idea, because I got this retro effects plugin, right? And we can like change the style. We can change like the intensity. No, that doesn't do anything. We can, you know, play around with some of the settings. Turn the vignette on. Wash it out. Deep. Whoa! It just makes everything negative. So what's this color then? Whoa, that's kind of cool. What does a phone screen look like? Okay, so it's not true negative. We're gonna set that back. Turn that back down. Okay. Now the cool thing is, this effect, scan lines, was it? You know, like when you're watching a show or something and it... Like when you have a camera facing at a... Okay, this song's kind of getting a bit annoying. You have that kind of effect, but no, there was one. Was it Bloom? No, but Bloom's kind of cool. It was... Cathode Boot, right? I don't like how it... So we can... We can go cathode boot. So the start of the stream. And then the stream starts. See how it adds those bars? I don't know if we can fix that. But it's still a cool effect. I don't know if there's a way to animate this. There'd probably be a bot, right? Which could like do that. But we won't play around with that today. What does every desk have? I need to have like a little... Like a little house plant. Anyway. We've made the face cam for now. Are we gonna dig right into the retro graphics? And the thing is, does it scale well enough? Yeah. I'd say it does. I need like a BRB. Wait, what if we copy this? And then we'll make a new scene. Like... oh yeah, this. Let's just set it to cut. Maybe fade. What other effects do we have? Lumia wipe. So this could be like a hella kind of... So that's what I was like, yes. This is what working in IT is like. I'm trying to make a, like a screen for when I'm like just talking to the screen. 90s computer desk. I guess that could work, right? Oh, but look how low quality the image is. That... nah. We need to do something if we want to, yeah, I'll show you what I'm doing. Now I need to get like a stream deck or something. Oh, we could 3D model? No. No, that's a bad idea. That'll take too long to set up. I don't know how to 3D model. Don't know why my computer's not behaving today. So if we blow this up to 1080p, are we gonna lose much quality? Maybe not. We do lose a bit of quality. What if we go like... how does generative fill work? Oh, okay, so you make your selection. Why is it so small? Why can't I why is it not letting me click and drag? What is going on, Photoshop? You're being silly. Maybe I'll just go here, generative fill, like complete the scene to fill the canvas. But is it just going to select that little square? Yeah, no, I don't want that. Now we'll need to change like levels. Is it levels? So we need to kind of warm this image up a little bit if we're going to use it. Let's just see what it's like. If we do this, it's blurry, but as like a proof of concept, what's it gonna be like? You know? Know what I'm saying? Export as a PNG into YT Live. Wait, do I have two? I do. I've been saving into two different directories. That's annoying. It kind of works, right? So if we... I mean, the stand's pretty much gone. Okay, we can just give up on the square tool now. Maybe if we just make some white squares to block out, just kind of eyeball. Alright, so like, kind of goes down to there. And then we'll block out here. Why is that a circle now? My computer is not having a fun day right now. Okay, so export this as the same file. Okay, so now we need to create a new layer. Actually, we'll merge these together. And then we will sample the background color. I'm going to make a selection here. No, okay, we'll just sample the background color and we'll just paint it in. Why is it not? Ugh, I hate this brush. export as... No, just reg. Okay. I mean, it works for now, right? So we've got like... I mean, we could have it so on the... Oh my god. That's right, we had this open. We could have a photo of like a dual monitor setup as well. So like, there's this monitor here, and then the second monitor is like what the stream is. But I need like... Oh, do we have a visitor? Do we have a visitor? Look who it is. Say hello. Say hello, Lincoln. He does not like being picked up at all. I kind of like this. Like, it's dumb. I like dumb. And then we've got this scene here, but like, I feel like I need this to rest on like a piece of wood or something. Like, I'm really going for like a lazy game review kind of vibe right now. Yeah, this. Of course, it's a WebP file. This image is what I want. Can you open WebP in Photoshop? You can. Okay, maybe I don't hate WebP as much as I thought I did. Now, we just want to basically layer from background. Yes. Okay, we can just hit remove background. Let's see how it does. Couldn't find background to remove. Oh, you bitch. Okay. Now the bottom of the wood... Actually, bottom of the wood doesn't really matter. And then if we crop... No, we'll keep the curve. And I'm going to chop a... IT is where creative goes to die. I mean... That is a good observation. IT does kill a lot of creativity, especially when you have, rules to follow. Things that you must do. But sometimes it gives you a reason to have a creative outlet. I mean, that's one reason why I'm streaming here, right? Because I spend all day working in an office in IT. Um, so I'm like, why don't I try to do something creative in my spare time? Alright, if we get that piece of wood, I think we kinda... We're gonna do another like OBS Inception because... Why not? We want that to sit under... Hey! It looks hella like skeuomorphic design. Maybe on this side? Maybe we can have like a little pop vinyl there. So I create when I am not working, and NDAs prevent me from doing daytime watch me work live streams. Yeah, that sucks. I work in an office, so I wouldn't even have the opportunity to do a watch me work. But yeah, I have NDAs and stuff as well. I am mainly service desk in my role at work, but there are little bits of like projecty stuff that I do. What kind of decorations should we... Oh, you know what? I'm gonna like pick one of the pop vinyls I have in real life and make that the little... Make that the picture. Make that like a character. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so... I'm gonna make a little character of Princess... Princess Peach, no. Princess Buttercup. If you don't know who that is, you have to watch Princess Bride. It is a fantastic movie. Now, if I was good at Photoshop, I'd add like extra flair to this, but I'm not good at Photoshop, so for now, what other pop vinyls can I put there? I'm kind of decorating like this, like my actual desk. It doesn't really fit. It's hella like funny looking, especially without having this shadow there. Maybe if I put it more in the foreground, having no shadow won't really matter. Yeah, like there. Yeah, that's my pop vinyl. Maybe as we go along we can make more pop vinyls. And just to show you, I do have this pop vinyl. Oh, it's here as well. I'll have to set up like a different camera layer for that screen. I reckon putting a Rubik's Cube on there will be cool as well. Because that's kind of like 90s inspired. But obviously, pop vinyls weren't around in the 90s. But it's like 90s inspired stuff. We'll give this a bit of a drop shadow as well. Okay, I like this overlay because it, even though I suck at Rubik's Cubes, it is a little bit me in the sense that it's things that I find interesting. Let's chuck him there. Oh, I like this remix. Even though this song's kind of like overdone. Oh no, I didn't mean to thumbs down it. Who puts thumbs down next to thumbs up? That is bad design. Okay, let's get back to let's get back to some stuff. Hey? I think we have procrastinated enough. So we have established that we can run our website and embed it in OBS. If we have a look, there is something here that says Hello World. It's very small. It's coming up on like the top right of the screen. Now does that update live? Oh, I think because I'm GPU, I think I'm maxing out my GPU at the moment. Oh no. Because what we're trying to do here is create some custom overlays, right? I don't really know what I'm doing. Can I add like a background to this? How do I... This is where I don't really understand what I'm doing. Okay, let's... Okay, we fixed this issue. What we're trying to do is create a overlay system. Okay, we can delete this scene. We can delete this scene. call this one close up. We'll call this one full screen. I actually like this randomized CRT effect. I'm happy that I found it because it inspires me to do things. I should make it though so my camera is on this side of me, so when I'm talking to you, I'm actually looking at the camera. So like this. Oh. Just rearranging my desk, don't mind me. Okay, why is it not focusing now? That's better. So now I'm actually talking to you. And like, I could turn on some background light, which does help somewhat, but I don't really like the overhead lights because it casts the light beam down. But it does help for visibility. But I kind of like the intimate lighting of not doing this. I like this style. It's a bit more, you know. We can turn that up if we need. We can cycle through different color waves. And we have also got a loot on here. Which may be playing with... That looks like a horror movie kind of color. Anyway, we can spend forever playing around with this, which I don't aim to do. I don't know how to use Node.js. I'll just say it. I don't really know what I'm doing. But if you do enjoy this stream so far, make sure you drop a like and a sub to the channel, never hurts. You know, all of that fun stuff. We do also have a Discord. Very new, not much on it. But, you know, place to chat. How do we... Okay, let's... Oh, my parking fine. Whoops. So do we have to stop and start in order to make an update? Is that how this works? Yes. I'm trying to avoid using ChatGPT as well, as much as I can, like... this new server. Okay, so we can just have... Oh, okay, so the node instance is serving HTML files. It isn't the HTML file. I just so happen to, in this test, we're writing directly to the HTML buffer. So we probably can't do... Can we pass, like, say, h1 hello world? Can we pass HTML directly into Node.js? Yes. Okay. So we can pass HTML in. That's not how we want to do. So Node.js display static HTML file. Again, I don't want to use Gemini. So I've done this, home project. So we need to create a public folder. We'll just use whatever they're doing. We're not using Nano. We could use Nano if we wanted, but in this case we're just going to create it. Index.html. So in short, what it is like working in IT. Yeah, just watch your friends stream. If I had the time to help you, I would. I know exactly how to. It's so I am not a front end dev. I am not a front end dev, but I want, for what I'm doing, I need to learn Node.js. I've played with it bits and pieces over the years, but I've never really worked on a full project. I made the title "What It's Like Working in IT" more of a conversation starter. If people want to ask me what it's like, or you know, I can ramble on. Today I had many new starters. Just found out my stream was 20 minutes behind. Figures why you weren't responding. Yeah, sorry, man. I also need to kind of make a noise when people send. But I am currently... What I've done so far in the last few days is I've set up a virtual machine. Which is basically just acting as a web server right now. Or Node.js server. I want to implement this thing called GSAP. It's a JavaScript animation engine, and I want that to run the animations and stuff instead of using Streamlabs. So far what we've got working is, you'll see this little hello world thing kind of here. This is a web page that's passing a website from my server into OBS. I just wanted to test that, which is working. Now I'm actually learning how to make websites using Node, and yeah. No, okay. So at the moment, I've installed React is what I'm using. So I have React in here, but so I can get my head around the syntax and the structure of how it all works, I've decided that I just want to do a bare bones thing in Node.js, just to understand kind of file structures and how to actually implement things properly. Because the guides that I'm reading for React and the guides that I'm reading for GSAP, there's a lot of assumed knowledge that you understand how Node works. I don't. So I figured I'm just gonna make some simple Hello World website in Node. And then yeah. Oh, don't tell me that. That's good to know. Um, this music is fitting for how I feel right now, by the way. What am I doing? This stream should just be called Crash Outs. Anyway, do you like the overlay? We've got little CRT monitor. What is my... Where are my hands? Here and here. Okay, so I don't have much hand room. But this is what I think the next stream's going to be about. We might do something completely different. I'm gonna set this up. I should give myself more range. I should make a webcam that's a bit of a wider shot. I will for this, but yeah. Gonna set this up. Maybe in a few bits time, because I have to figure out how to properly pass FL Studio through to OBS, because I know I've had issues with that in the past. But yeah. I'm happy that I got, like, this working. Like, you know, connecting to my server and stuff. I have a Minecraft server on here, too. Use MPX Create next, AppLace Create. So, because what I'm doing is not making a website, I just want to make many static animations that are loaded through GSAP. I don't need Tailwind because I'm not really doing CSS. Basically, what I want is... Oh, they've got a... on their homepage. So I want this, right? So like, let's say that an event happens on the stream, so someone follows or some chat interaction or something like that. I want to use this animation library, and then have a OBS browser window that's looking at different websites. So if something happens, there'll be like some sort of bot that I use to like interpret messages or followers. Like, I don't know if there's a publicly available YouTube Live API that I can use, or if I'm gonna have to like manually check things, like have something that monitors chat or something like that. Yeah, so it's still gonna be web. So that's what's happened here, right? So I've created, like, the idea is, right, I would go into browser window, I would call it like chat, or maybe like new follower. And then here I would have, so I've got YT Live port 006. So at the moment that is literally something that says hello world. But I'd have something like YT Live slash like new follower or something like that. And then that would be a website. And then I'll have code probably written in like whatever I want it to be, whatever language I want to use, to then trigger loading up a web. So when you load a website, it's going to trigger in the JavaScript, you know, there'll be a server or something. Like, I haven't figured out that side of things yet, right? First, I just want nice graphics. Like, I like all of this stuff here. It just looks cool, right? So I'm not actually... I want to, like, when I instantiate or, like, render a website, it will then trigger a graphic to play. That's how I intend on using this. Now, is there an API for YouTube live streams? I haven't even looked into this yet. I'm just assuming there is because people make bots for it. Yeah, you should get back to work. Thanks for dropping by. Here we go. So we've got way to do messages. Check filler. So there is an API that we can use, which is nice. I don't know if this API is going to give us everything. I don't know how it works yet. But we're going to be spending a while in here learning YouTube's API. YouTube Live, check for new subscriber. How easy is it? You can use the YouTube Data API and conduct WebSocket connection. Okay, so we just check channel list and then we get the number that way. Several line connection, use WebSockets to subscription connection. Okay. I mean, it's going to be a lot of work. And I might find a bot that already does this and then hook into that, rather than making my own one. We might use something like this. The only thing is, like, using a tool someone else has created for a platform like YouTube, you're relying on them keeping it up to date, right? But this looks pretty up to date 3 months ago. They're doing stuff. I don't even know if this bot does what I want, it's just a bot. Oh, okay, no, this is something different. I shouldn't be looking at this on stream. This is for, like, botting people. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna head off because it's getting late and I need to get some bed. I need to get some sleep. But what I will part you with before I leave are some YouTube video recommendations. Because I really like YouTube. Ha. So, definitely check out Lazy Game Reviews. If you haven't before, they're a fantastic channel. Adam Savage is a hero of mine. We mentioned Wintergarten on a previous stream. We'll see if they've... Like, they upload a new video every now and then. Haven't done their new one yet. But yes, Thank you so much for dropping by. If you haven't already, drop a sub. Appreciate it. We're currently going for 100. I mean, every number is arbitrary because it's more about how many people watch. We had a whopping 73 people drop by today. 74 now. I mean, I love looking at stats. I can't get enough of them. I can't get enough of stats. So let's have a look at some analytics, hey? Since I started streaming, like, when was my first live stream? Like, my proper stream when I started getting back into this. Live. What, like... July 26th? So what's that, 2 days ago? 24. 23. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like 5 days ago we did a stream, right? Oh, even a week ago. It's already been a week since I did my first stream. Okay. I can't count. So let's see what we've done. What's inspiration? Oh, ideas for my next channel. That's kind of cool. In the last 7 days, we've garnered 174 views. Thank you. 11.8 watch hours. That's great. 4 subscribers. I mean, that's not too bad, considering I'm not really pushing that. Now, for some reason, this is starting to appear in people's recommendeds again. I don't know why. I made this video 5 years ago. And you can see, like, every Christmas time, December, when people were searching for Christmas of the Cranks. But, like, if we go in the last 7 days, why has it got... It must just get recommended to people, right? Let's have a look at... Let's break this down a little bit, right? This is a stupid YouTube video I made that no one should watch. Yeah, see, people fall right off. But we don't drop below 30% retention, so some people watch all the way through. I love how granular the search and stuff is on this, especially even for newbies that... I mean, reach. Let's go all time again. So, you know, we got 290 days in, 5,000 views. Even, like, the first day I post, first few days, it gained traction. 6,000, 11,000, and then it jumped. Why? That's like in what? It went from 16,000 to 29,000. It doubled. I feel bad for the people that clicked on this thinking it was going to be Christmas of the Cranks 2. And then it's like on a steady rise. It just... External. No. So people are Googling Christmas of the Cranks 2. Movierankers.com. What is that? 3%. What is movierankers.com? Have they... Okay, it used to exist. They must have, like... They must have, like, bookmarked the video or something. Okay. DuckDuckGo, Bing. So we had like almost 2 hours of viewing come from Movie Rankers. Mind you, this is like a 3-minute video. Yahoo, Bing, Now Media Club. What is that? This is fake, obviously. This one, maybe? Yes! Oh my god! So this... this website... Long way to sequel to Trend for Classic. This website has pinned my video. They haven't even watched through it. They just googled Cruise with the Cranks 2. Okay, that's funny. Anyway, guys, I'm going to head off. I will see you all later. Bye.